Hello, today we will be reacting to some crazy TikToks. Before we start, I want to say that we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1K. Once we reach our 1K subscribers, we are giving away $500 to one lucky subscribers. So make sure you subscribe. Also, be sure to like and comment your favorite part. Thank you. Let's get right into it.
So every year we get these Economist covers to start off the new year. And just like the year before, we must dissect it. Now to me, just to me, these always look like a warning cover. And as always, it does not look like a normal map to me. It looked like a map of pressure. So the first thing I noticed when I look, I see the 250 with the birthday cake. So I'm thinking like, this must be America's celebration year or some shit. Then I start looking what's around it. You got missiles, you got tanks, you got money signs, you got syringes, and you got satellites. Then right here, you look like you got a fist breaking out of handcuffs with the flag behind it. To me, that screams breaking free for freedom or control of freedom, if that makes sense. So essentially, people either rise up or the system tightens the rules and they call it safety. Then I start thinking, why are there pills and syringes on this thing all over? Because y'all notice every time health gets involved, policies change quick. Not saying fake anything, I'm saying crises become leverage. Then the money sign, the dollars, the coins. This is a slow squeeze, not just one giant crash. I'm talking about rent going up, food going up, everything. And you're just told to adapt. And I know y'all see the sword right here. Then it looked like you got the market or something behind it. What could that signify? Could it signify a war, conflict over money, the stock? I don't know. Then you got the controller connected to the brain. So in hindsight, you could be like, oh, they're controlling us through the game. Or what if they're saying they treat us as a game? And I know y'all see the robots right here. Could this signify that AI is finna take over? You see them, it's working. That's the next step. We all know it. You see right here, you got the ice melting. Are they saying that the world is warming up and that we're gonna see more ice melt? No. It's other little things that I just don't get yet. Like this shit, the boat. I don't know who the hell this man is. He look like a maintenance man. Is that the president of China? And who are these people right here? We already know who this is. That's Trump. And before somebody say, why are you bringing this up again? Obviously because patterns matter. And repeating it keeps people comparing notes. If it's nothing, that's cool. But if it's something, the only defense is to get people talking. But while y'all look at this cover, y'all let me know down below in the comments. What symbol sticks out to y'all the loudest?
Man, that video was definitely crazy. What do you guys think about that video? That was crazy. Man, I don't even really want to get too much into that.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Of course I am. We're 4 days into 2026. What else would I be doing? Celebrating my 29th birthday? No, we're bombing Venezuela, Nigeria, and everybody else that got something we want. So I'm gonna say something controversial. Your cognitive dissonance will deactivate your critical thinking the moment that you feel triggered. I would say I'm not trying to offend you, but offense can often be a catalyst for change. So if you find yourself upset, just self-reflect. We can't change anything if we're only outraged in 7-second intervals. We're not angry enough. We don't have the attention span to be. Some of y'all have your finger hovering over that 2x marker right now, just in case I'm not talking at a speed fast enough for your brain. Having to shorten a 90-second video to 45 seconds is not normal. It's a sign that your brain is fucking dying. I currently have about 3 or 4 videos from 2022, 2023, 2024 that are going viral right now. Thought it was because the FYP got fucked up the other day. Y'all were seeing old content. Turns out y'all just realized I'm a predictionist. I don't push that content because A, I've seen what happens when people are publicly wrong, and B, spiritual TikTok told me I was fear-mongering. Now y'all are seeing those videos and you're like, Jasmine, this is the shit that you were talking about. One of those videos is one of my most viral videos actually, and it's me talking about how they pushed 7-second content on this app to shorten the attention span. Dependent you are on the stimulant raises the likelihood of you entertaining content that immediately feeds that fix. Pushing content that requires at least 2 brain cells for you to rub together to be able to comprehend to the bottom of the barrel. Because social injustice doesn't make you feel good. Inequality makes you sad. But that 7-second fever dream that didn't make any sense made you giggle. If you don't have 2 minutes to become informed, you don't have 2 hours, 2 weeks, 2 months to become structured and organized, because that's what revolution requires, is some sort of system. And if you won't take that amount of time, then that means it only took 7 seconds to make you a liability, not only to yourself, but to the rest of us. I'm realizing people are waiting for revolution to be a soundbite that they hear on TikTok to use as everyday slang. It's just something they're going to register in their directory of vocal stemming. It is not something we can keep having a fucking conversation about. Like, I don't even know if me making this video even makes sense. It's probably counterproductive to the point that I'm even trying to make right now, but I don't want to be Aaron Bushnell, and some of y'all are going to take that wrong, but he self-immolated in front of the U.S. Embassy. We've already had the people that have done something, because everybody's waiting for somebody to do something. Some people already have,
and nothing got done.
This is how we honor them.
Wow, that video was definitely deep. Her name is Jasmine. Wow. Shout out to Jasmine, man. Go follow her TikTok. Her name is right there. And it's crazy because it is true. Like, this newer generation is so stuck on shorts, and sometimes my son can't even sit down and watch a movie. And I'll be like, me and my wife be looking at each other like, wow. So we took YouTube off of him, like, I say like 2 years ago. My son does not watch YouTube. He could only watch movies or shows. Like, I'm not into the like YouTube shorts. My son is not on social media. He doesn't have a phone, and he's about to be 8. Yeah, I don't play that at all. They're definitely targeting the kids. I myself, I be on the phone, and I noticed they had added that feature where you could like tap the video and listen to it like 2x speed. I caught myself doing that. I'm like, oh no, yeah, that's not good.
In 2026, The Simpsons showed a powerful snowstorm covering the whole United States. The storm continued for several days, bringing freezing temperatures never seen before. The sky became dark and heavy. Snow piled up on streets and homes. The cold was so intense that mobile phones and electronic gadgets stopped working. News reporters looked worried as they talked about how serious the situation had become. Schools were closed, shops ran out of food, and many people were left unprepared. Cars failed to start because of the extreme cold. As temperatures dropped further, water pipes cracked and burst. Internet services went down, and electricity cuts spread across many areas. Without heat or power, families stayed indoors. Pets avoided the freezing
I don't know
outdoors.
If I should believe this
Public
one, though,
transport stopped, and buildings
it's not
were
like it's
trapped
an
under
episode.
thick
It look like
ice.
it's AI generated.
Normal life completely stopped. People were focused only on staying warm and surviving the dangerous storm. What are your thoughts on this?
Right now it's snowing.
I consider myself to be one of those people that have a fucking advantage in this world. I have a pretty high IQ. I kind of remember everything, like pretty much every day and stuff. Visually, hearing, I don't forget it. The other night, some kid goes, "Hey, what's your thoughts on that? Pretty good price inside of this grocery store." And I said, "Do you want to learn?" And he was an intriguing young college kid, and he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I go, "How much time do you have?" I was in there shopping an order. The kid was like, "I got a few minutes." And I go, "You want a few minutes or you want a whole tour of the store?" He goes, "I want the whole tour." I spent the last 6 years studying every single fucking product that goes onto our bodies. I can tell you how many lawsuits, everything else. I am fucking crazy when it comes to this shit anymore. There's a reason why I buy my own fucking cows and my own fucking shit. And I don't know, you see this outfit? You like it? Good. I've been wearing it every single day for probably the last week.
Whoa,
There's a
buddy.
reason why, I don't change clothes. I wash my shit, my stuff. I no longer fucking stink at all. You understand? Once you get the chemicals and all the fucking shit out of your bodies, you don't smell. I mean, don't get me wrong. After
I
about
heard
7
that.
days, it's gonna pamper up a little bit, but I'm not lying, because I tested things. I drained myself out of all the fucking bullshit. I consider myself pretty fucking
I mean,
healthy.
his skin
for once
does
in my
look
life.
clear.
And that kid looked at me like this.
I don't know how old he is.
I
but
go,
his
"You think
skin
I'm
is clear."
fucking lying? Do you look up anything that I just said to him?"
And he's not
Any
lying.
lawsuits, what it's banned in,
Products
what's this,
are
what's
bad
that.
for us.
I went through and listed every single fucking chemical, by product by product. That kid was just sitting there like this. By the end of it, I go, "Have fun shopping." And I do this for a living. I actually sometimes even message people and be like, I don't mind grabbing this for you, but I think you need to look somewhere else. I feel like that's my purpose in life now, is trying to educate people on what's going in and out of their bodies, because as a former healthcare professional, somebody that was at the top of the top, I'm telling you that right now, the numbers, pretty smart, man. They're not in our favor in any fucking category you want to look at, but that's all by design. and there's nobody that's going to come to your rescue. You understand? Your kid gets
We
sick
have to
and blah,
save
blah, blah. That's by
ourselves.
design, motherfuckers. Kids now are getting ass cancer in their 20s. How long are we going to be fucking dumb? How long are we going to be fucking dumb before we get wise enough to fucking start fucking figuring this shit out?
Wow.
Between the medicine, the food, and the water, that is your big primary sources why everybody's sick. And you go fuck yourselves if you think otherwise. It's time to get out of your 6 fucking blocks and do some investigation. And if you don't fucking exercise and you sit on your fat fucking ass all day, because trust me, I was the same person, 3 fucking plus bills of drunk and alcohol, and you fucking name it, everything in between.
He
So
went
I don't want to hear
in.
fucking excuses. Go fuck yourself. Do something about it. Get off your ass and learn.
Okay, buddy.
You can close your eyes, you can look away, you can even pretend like it's not happening, while one of the most important Bible prophecies is probably coming to life
man.
right before our very eyes.
World leaders have just signed a pact that a prophet described 2,600 years ago. Even the detail of how many empires there would be falls exactly as the prophecies marked.
President Donald Trump's Board of Peace is looking more and more like the Daniel 10 prophecy, where he forms the kingdoms together. Kings without kingdoms. Sound familiar? Where they eventually give their power over to the beast. We all know who the beast is, the Antichrist. Now, I'm not saying that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, but what I'm saying is this is looking more and more like prophecy happening before our very eyes. You can read your Bible, you can look into scripture, and you can see it happening right before our very eyes. Are you awake yet?
Wow. That was deep. I pray to God, I pray to Yeshua that none of that is true. Only our Lord know, only our God know when this world will end. You know, my mom, I remember when I was younger and I was freaked out because they said the world was going to end. My mom was like, Alize, they've been saying that since I was a kid. Every few years they say it, and let's just pray that it's not true, man, because we don't want to witness anything like that.
It is very unlikely that Donald Trump will finish his term. Yesterday marked the 1-year mark for him returning to office again, and it doesn't look like he's going to make it to 2028, honestly. It's kind of ironic because he's selling Trump 2028 merchandise, and he's having people in his orbit trying to figure out some kind of legal loophole that he can stay in office for more than 2 terms, but it's more likely that he'll keel over before that, right? And this isn't me as like a liberal or anything. This is just me as like a human being with eyes. If you watch this guy speak, it looks like your grandpa about to stroke out or something, right? He's falling asleep in meetings.
Yeah.
He's forgetting people's names. He's forgetting the names of
that.
countries that he wants to illegally invade. This guy's not all there. He's disappearing for weeks and then returning with half of his face slumped over. He survives on Big Macs and milkshakes, yo. How could someone with the most stressful job in the world, who is an octogenarian, keep it up for another 3 years? It's literally impossible. But that's not the only reason why he might not stick around, right? Because Donald Trump's popularity has hit historic lows. Obviously, the dust hasn't completely settled yet on his polling, but he's like James Buchanan levels of unpopular right now. And normally that wouldn't even matter because he's on his 2nd term, but the midterms are coming up and the Democrats want to impeach them, or at least that's what they're saying. He's done a ton of illegal stuff. Like any kind of investigation into Donald Trump would prove that he's committed crimes because he's doing them out in the open. So even though Democrats are a bunch of traitors, right, who can't even get on the same page, if the Democrats sweep the midterms and get a bunch of seats, then they could easily impeach him and remove him from office. That's why he's floating things like, oh, maybe we shouldn't even have a midterm election. Oh, what if I set up a state of emergency? What if I did the Insurrection Act? Because even though his brain is mush, it's enough intact for him to understand that if he leaves office, he's going to jail, right? Or at the very least, they're going to try very hard to send him to jail. That's the only reason he ran this time, right? Like, people are forgetting, like, before he swore in last year, he literally was on the verge of 34 felony counts for fraud, plus a trial for stealing the nuclear documents, plus a trial for trying to overthrow the government. And those are the crimes he did last time. Imagine how many crimes he did this time. JD Vance already sees the writing on the wall. That's why he's staying out of the way. He's staying on message. He's trying to scoop up those voters. Will they accept him? I don't know. He's kind of a dweeb. But don't count on it, right? Save this video. It's gonna age perfectly, I'm telling you.
Wow. I agree, buddy. I agree.
This is gonna absolutely blow your mind. What you are looking at behind me is the Euphrates River. Now, for all those Bible skeptics out there, those who don't believe, let's make the Bible come to life for you. Revelation 16:12 reveals, "And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up." Now, can anybody tell me, from 2002 until 2026, the present time, does it look like the water is drying up? Now, if that's just not proof enough for you, let's go ahead and blow your socks off too. Revelation 9:14 also states that, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, "Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates." Now, as the river has been drying up, look what has been being revealed. Caves, caverns, and it looks like man-made prisons where angels could be bound. Is your mind blown, or is your mind blown?
That is, wow. Imagine the river just drying up and you seeing that angel just come out. That is scary.
The biggest lie I ever told was you was born a sinner. The second biggest lie I ever told was Yahshua died for our sins. Y'all believe that, then y'all should believe what I'm telling y'all about the person that they got y'all worshiping. This blue-eyed Jesus. He is really Jesus. Jesus means Jesus. What does Jesus mean? Jesus. I'm telling y'all, man, like he loved wooded areas. He loved hanging people from trees. Who loved to do that? Who loved to do that? Who sacrificed the crucifixion of Yahshua? The Roman governors. Look at this. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. They changed the image for a reason. They got y'all worshiping the devil, not Yahshua. Yahshua was even telling people not to worship him, that the kingdom of God is within inside of you.
Yes.
It says this in scriptures. Then look what they call the Roman demon. Lord, Master. What do they tell you to call Jesus?
Oh, wow.
Your Lord and what? What was you calling? What did they tell you that the slave masters? Jesus love hanging people from wooded areas. Who does that? Who do we know that does that? It says that all his victims used to be bloodily dismembered. Think about what they did to all the people that rose to power, like the great Nat Turner. They dismember his whole body. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm putting this in y'all face. Wake up. About the Gospel of Thomas in 1945 in the Nile River with a lot of other texts. And the Gospel of Thomas was explaining how the divine spirituality is inside you. He didn't come and die for no sins. They hung him because he was woke. That's why they hung him. Because he was helping people realize that the divine spirituality is inside you, and religion is used as a cult to control humanity. He knew that. That's why when he seen the church people, what he say? He say, yeah, y'all clothes look nice. Yeah, y'all rich. But y'all are the synagogue of Satan. Y'all are the synagogues of Satan. That's what he told the church people. He hated the church people. He hated them. He didn't go to church. He wasn't no preacher. He hated the church people. That's why they unalived him. And you know who called for the unaliving of him? The Roman governor. And you know where the Roman governor was at? In Egypt. And you know where Egypt was at? We all know America is ancient Egypt.
Oh, wow. Y'all need to... I agree with the part that he said, we want to get closer to God, we have to tap in. We have to tap in. He literally said, y'all can do everything that I can do. You have to believe.
You scared of voodoo, nigga? You scared of voodoo? Listen, voodoo, listen, we made voodoo. Jesus did voodoo. Jesus did magic. Listen, putting mud on no motherfucker eye ain't magic. That's magic, gang. But they ain't gonna tell you that's magic. Jesus did magic. He was the best at magic. Listen, the years he was gone, if you study, you see he was in Egypt and shit learning magic. He was learning how to wake the dead. He was learning how to heal the sick. He had to learn that shit. Jesus ain't come on earth and already knew it. When Jesus was a kid, his mom and them caught him in the temple over there learning. Yeah. He had to learn everything. But only thing between Jesus and me, when Jesus came here, he knew his mission already. Yeah. I had to learn my mission. See, Jesus, he's the only person that came, he knew his mission. So he got to study since he was a kid. So 33 years, of course, he could do all the magic. Man, me, I only been doing magic little times, so I can do a little of the magic. But the magic Jesus do, magic knowing it for 33 years. He died at 33, so imagine doing magic for 33 years. You're gonna be the best at it. So why Jesus can kind of like do it instantly, because he knew his mission. Like you asked me what's my mission, I just found out my mission. Jesus knew his mission from the day he was born. Right. That's divine. That's what I'm on. A lot of people don't know.
They gonna let Donald Trump ass win by default, man. He is the last president of the USC, the United States of Earth, nigga. This shit is over with, nigga. That story in Revelation is about the end of the world. It's about the end of their motherfucking world. Yeah, in Revelations, and the great beast, the 10-headed serpent, wasn't allowed to trade with anyone anymore. None of the merchants would trade with her. And everybody stood back and watched her sink, and they was like, oh, woe to that great beast, Babylon. Nigga, they was talking about America, nigga. Talking about
Babylon.
That's what's gonna happen.
Babylon
That's
is America.
That's what's happening. We good though. That's what I'm saying. We good. See what I'm saying? They took this shit from us. We wasn't killing each other. We wasn't disrespecting our women. It wasn't like that, y'all. So everything we did, we get passed. That should get a pass. We was under spells, y'all. We was spells. We had been enslaved. That's what really happened. They put spells on us. They locked our DNA, nigga. They enslaved this nigga. They put drugs in the kid. All this shit had us at each other. Facts. This is a fact.
Waking up, I'll tell you that, because most of the people, they ain't never gonna wake up. They ain't woke, they ain't never gonna wake up. And once you do, and you go down certain rabbit holes and you get certain information, and then you got to come back around, the people that still sleep, that's probably the most frustrating shit ever. Is now you are aware, damn, this fake, this fake, this fake. The world is a stage. That the life that I'm living essentially is fake. They're giving us money that they made up, taking our time that we never get back, just to pay them the money that they made up for things that was already here before they even existed. So it's like,
it's damn near damn near a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you're aware, but it's a curse because you're too aware. You're aware of everything, and it's like you see people that's just jolly walking down the street, just regular, like
don't care about nothing. They don't even know they get no Vaseline.
Exactly,
they're happy as hell. Like,
you ain't got no worries, and it damn near if you're not able to manage your mind right. That you see why I understand why some of these people, these celebrities and stuff, they end up going crazy because they too aware of everything that's going on behind the curtain.
Oh, that's why they be having the mental breakdowns because they see shit behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. They in too deep.
It's probably too the feeling of wanting to do something, right? But being not being able to get enough people or have enough resources to really make some shit shake where it's like.
The reason they all had the same story, because they all the same sun god. I like that. I like that one.
Of African Americans that lived here were brought over here.
No, that's not economically sound.
What do you mean by it's not economically sound?
So what I'm saying is, people were already here. Does it make sense to go all the way to this other continent to bring people on a boat when we know that half of your stock is gonna die? You wouldn't do that.
So how many people do you think were brought over from Africa on slave ships? Because that definitely happened.
I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't believe it?
I don't believe that story. You think this whole land was empty?
They believe we was already here.
Right. But today we're taught that natives is some other people. No, natives are the melanated African being that has come here since the beginning of the Mali Empire. We're talking about 14th, 13th century. We had already come here from Africa.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We had already come here. You know, maybe people were brought over as slaves, but I don't think that the black people in America came from Africa on slave ships. I believe the people that were here were slowly conquered. First, they got the East Coast, and then they started spreading out west little by little, conquering. And when you conquer a tribe, what do? You enslave them. They're POWs. Right?
Okay.
That's what you do.
But I'm still confused. There's a great history of slave ships being brought over from Africa.
History is his story. Right. What about my story?
Yeah.
Is my story not valid?
But if you do 23andMe on from out,
23andMe.
Well, that's
Either way, if you take black people here in America and you do their DNA sample and it point back to Africa, what does that say? It says black people in America are Africans. Now, the argument is, were we brought here or were we already here? Did we bring ourselves here or did the white man bring us here? You see, when you say the white man brought us here, what you're doing is you're removing our ability to transport ourselves. You're saying, oh, we didn't know anything about boats. That's what you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me that we didn't know that there was a landmass here. Go look at the primary source. You got here, we met black people. When we got the Caribbean, we met black people. You think the Caribbean is right next to America and they weren't in America? That's interesting. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, when you go and you look at real European history, would believe that if they took a bath, it was bad. Right. They didn't even want to change their clothes. They thought that dirty was purity. When we talk about the Moors going into Spain and into Europe, the stories in the history, our history, says that when we met the so-called Caucasian, he was sleeping in the barn with the animals, and we told him, no, you can't sleep in the barn with animals. We taught them etiquette. We taught them running water. We brought that technology to Europe. Now, if we brought the technology to Europe that saved Europe from the Black Plague, you mean to tell me that if we saved the white race, that we weren't already in America already? When we brought the technology? When Rome was dependent on Africa for food? Remember when the Black Plague hit Rome? The cause was one of the officials was stealing the grain that was coming from Africa. So there was famine, hit Rome. If your source of sustenance is from Africa, how are you superior?
Oh, wow.
You're not. You get your food from me. So if you get your food from me, who's more likely to travel this globe? Me, I'm the source of food. And that's the first thing you need to survive on this planet.
Oh, wow. I don't know what's his name, but please, if anybody know who that is, drop his name in the comments. We need to find him. He's...
Y'all know that we're all underwater, like right now, and that we're aquatic beings? And even shows like SpongeBob was trying to tell us they were underwater and then going to the beach to go underwater. That's literally us. Because the air that we breathe in has water particles. You know when it gets humid outside, you can see like the water droplets on your car, on your window. That's in the air. Even when you can't see it, it's there. If there's water in the air, wouldn't that explain why we have webs in our hand? I don't know, bro. I just feel like it's something that they're not telling us.
Oh, man.
Because y'all know the earth itself is 75% water. That's damn near the whole entire earth. I feel like at some point in time, like in the past, we were definitely like water beings. And as we fell in frequency, we started to turn into land creatures. Man, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Spiritual Melody.
I definitely believe that, but saying we in water now, I don't know.
All meat is poison, right? Because you don't know what you're eating. Listen,
What if you kill the animal yourself?
Come on, gang. Listen to me. You can't kill nothing. Once you kill the animal, remember I told you, everything has a soul. Everything's alive. Once you kill the animal, it's going to be scared. It's going to be inferior. Once you eat it, you're going to be the same.
Because that energy is trapped
Yeah,
into
the
it.
energy is trapped into it. Because when you die, when everybody die, they got to be careful. You cannot be in fear. That's how you come back.
What if the carrots are scared when you're ripping them out?
Listen, I don't think you understand, right? Fruit and animals is different, right? The fruit is for you. You're supposed to eat it. You're supposed to eat vegetables. You're supposed to eat all these things. You're not supposed to eat the meat because you're eating something that's alive to have blood and breathing like you. Right? And then you're an animal, right? You want to be an animal. I don't know, gang. I'm confused.
That's his whole act, man. But he be dropping knowledge.
Out of the diet and the...
Is it just me, or does nothing feel the same anymore? Like, I can't explain it. I really can't. Like, just nothing feels the same anymore.
Saying this. Me and my wife
Holidays
was saying
don't feel
this.
the same. Just nothing feels the same.
I lost my mom
Everything feels hollow. Everything feels
I don't
off.
understand why I feel that way.
Does anybody else feel like this? I know I can't be the only one that feels like this. I know there has to be others out there that feel exactly like I do because, again, everything just feels fake anymore. People feel fake. People don't feel the same. They treat you weird. They treat you different. Or they don't even acknowledge you. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. It feels as if days are just merging with one another. I just really can't explain the way that I feel, but I feel drained and just nothing feels the same. Does anybody else feel like this?
I be feeling like that sometimes, big bro. I definitely do.
Wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. Doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
California just told America to wake up, and what they're warning about could change this country forever. Governor Gavin Newsom says the U.S. is sleepwalking into a crisis. He claims American democracy is under attack and warns people to stop assuming it can't happen here. According to Newsom, ignoring what's happening right now could cost Americans their rights, their elections, and their future. He's pointing directly at political extremism, power grabs, and leaders who challenge election results, saying this isn't normal politics anymore, it's a warning sign. Supporters say he's protecting democracy. Critics say he's fear-mongering. So here's the real question. Is California sounding the alarm, or is America already too divided to listen?
The land of Satan. That's real scary. Well, that's all we got for today. Man, I really want to say thank you guys so much. If you stuck with me from the start to the finish, I truly appreciate it. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Don't forget, you guys, we're on the road to 1K. The moment we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away $500 to one lucky subscriber. So make sure you subscribe, you guys. And don't forget to like. I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Peace, love. I'm out.